भित्र किन फालेको मिठो लाएन शेयर गर्नुको आनन्द नै अर्को छ नि सो लेट्स शेयर एन्ड इट Hi everyone, welcome back to another brand new episode of Chop Chop Diaries. र आज हामीसँग हुनुहुन्छ the gorgeous, the talented, the most beautiful, the sweetest Anushka is here with us today. र हाम्रो season 2 मा चाहिँ we usually don't involve our celebrity guests in the cooking part, but now because she actually runs MAKKUSE and she has such amazing sweets and delicacies that we can make using her products. So as I say, she's going to be the chef and I'm just going to be helping her side by side. What are we making today?
So we're doing three things actually, three very sajilo quick things. First, we're going to make an ice cream sandwich using MAKKUSE cookies, which has good pack inside them. So they're going to be delicious. Second, we're going to make a good pack granola, which will have like a lot of nuts, biana, breakfast collide, amazing that you can stock in. And finally, we're going to make a little bit of a fancy dessert, a slice with good pack and chocolate.
Okay, so individually harik recipe हामी तपाईलाई देखाइहाल्छु. So let's get started then. We'll make the recipes one by one and let's get started with the first one,
the ice cream sandwich.
Okay, Anushka, let's start. Tell me what are these and how do we make these? So I'm very excited.
So this is a very simple late night snack kalko recipe, but it can be very nice and धेरै मेहनत गरेको जस्तो as well. So we're going to make ice cream sandwiches. So you need 2 cookies. We're using the MAKKUSE good pack filled cookies. So you choco fudge भित्र पनि good pack छ, and then we have the cranberry pumpkin seeds one. So 2 cookies. Okay. So we just take the ice cream and you just put a very thick layer, a backlo ice cream layer cookie ma halne, and then you just close it with another cookie.
Sounds so yum. Okay, let's do it then.
Let's do it. So now that our ice cream sandwiches are ready, we're just going to cut it into bite-sized pieces, ready to plate. So this can be your late night craving. Rati 12 baje aera so बनाए fancy dessert.
So simple, I can't wait to taste it.
So the second thing we're making today is good pack granola. First, we'll mix all the dry ingredients in our mixing bowl. We've got some rolled oats. Oats आजकल सजिलोसँग पाउँछौँ पनि हामी यता. And then we have मचालाई गुफुकी भन्छ मुरै भन्दो रहेछ.
मुरै
भन्दो रहेछ.
सानोमा म के खान्थे
है. So मुरै भयो. त्यसपछि we'll put some nuts जे available छ. मसँग almonds छ अहिले अनि walnuts छ, ओखर, बदाम अनि seedsहरु पनि मसँग चाहिँ यहाँ sunflower seeds र pumpkin seeds छ. So seeds. And त्यसपछि ड्राई फ्रुट्सहरुमा दाखहरु चाहिँ छ भने नि हुन्छ. यो चाहिँ मैले dried cranberries राखेको छु. And that's it. These are our dry ingredients.
So yeah, these are the ingredients that we have right now. That like she said, tapaiसँग अरु जे जे छ, you can just mix it in according to your own taste. So now we mix this.
Now we mix this.
Okay. Okay, यहाँदेखि हाल्नुभयो. The dry ingredients is already mixed and ready here. Our next step, what are we doing?
So now we're gonna take the good pack because it's good pack granola. MAKKUSE.
Good pack, it's good.
It's good pack.
Okay.
You're right. So MAKKUSE ko we've got two good packs. एउटा चाहिँ मक्का flavor wala and यो चाहिँ rose water and pistachio ho. So I'm gonna use that one for this recipe. So I'm gonna scoop out the good pack and यो pan तातिरहेकोमा चाहिँ
You put it in. कति spoons हाल्छौ?
So यता हामीले सबै सानो एक एक कचौरा जस्तो हालेको छौं हैन. So you can put like half a jar. यो 200 grams छ भने देखिन.
So 100 grams.
100 grams of the good pack.
Let's drop it in. Pan तातिसक्यो.
यो good pack त्यता अलिकति melt हुन्जेल चाहिँ I'm going to add vanilla essence थोरै. Maybe एक बिटको जति vanilla essence.
So in cooking terms, I think it would be 1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon, you're right. अनि त्यसपछि salt. Salt चाहिँ
taste
taste
अनुसार.
अनुसार. तर एकदम थोरै हामीले यसलाई salty बनाउने भन्दा पनि यसले चाहिँ के गर्दै रहेछ भने moisture निकाल्छ. So crunchy बन्छ granola चाहिँ हाम्रो. So त्यो अलिकति melt भइ नै सक्यो. Now I'm gonna add this to the pan.
So what do we do now? Add this to the pan and
Yes.
then just cook it?
Yes, so सानो गरेर त्यसलाई चाहिँ पुरा कोट हुने गरिकन मिक्स गर्ने.
How long does it take?
10 minutes. 10
So
minutes.
basically, you सबै oats, everything is मजाले roast हुनु जेल्सम्म that's
Roast हुनु जेल्सम्म.
Okay, let's put it in.
20 minutes you're done below. This will be your last call. 20 minutes you're done below.
Okay, so we'll cook this around for like around 10 minutes. On this त्यसपछि we'll show you what it looks like.
हामीले त्यो स्लो रोस्ट गरेर सकेपछि मजाले सेलाउन दिइसक्यौं र सेलाएपछि चाहिँ मैले एउटा जारमा राखेको छु बिकज यो एकैचोटी खाइहाल्नु पर्ने भने पनि you can always store it and keep it.
Looks so nice. Okay, so how do we serve this now?
So you can have it with milk, biana, and breakfast. No, matzaka breakfast. As I say, we're gonna have it with dahi, yogurt, and seasonal fruit. Mangoes are in season.
So we just mix everything.
We just mix everything.
Okay, let's do it. खाना चाहिँ एउटा पनि पाएको छैन हैन because she keeps making more and more recipes. दुईटा रेसिपी भइसक्यो फ्रिजमा बसिरहेछ.
This is the final one. So finally, so we're going to make chocolate good back slices. A little fancy one. So should we start?
Yeah, what do we do first?
So what do we do? What do we do first? Yes,
सकाइसके. Okay.
So हामी दुईटा chocolate को बनाउँदै छौं, dark chocolate र white chocolate को. First मा dark chocolate को बारेमा है त. We just got some chopped dark chocolate. And I'm going to put that in the pan with some fresh cream. So जति chocolate त्यति नै cream.
And then
we're going to put some chini अनि अलिकति dry fruits, nuts जे छ.
So यहाँ राखेर we just melt everything.
Melt मात्र गर्ने.
Okay, let's do it.
that that's melted, I'm going to add some good pack to it as well.
So कति हाल्ने गुड पाक चाहिँ?
1-2 चम्चा.
Okay, let's do it.
So सानो चम्चाले भयो 1 चम्चा र अलिकति ठुलो चम्चाले भयो 1 चम्चा.
गरिसकेपछि पनि यो हिट बिकज द प्यान पनि तातो छ नि त ले यो स्टिल मेल्ट भइरहन्छ अनि हाम्रो अरू स्टफहरू हाल्ने क्रम पनि जारी नै छ अब के हाल्छौँ हामी यसमा भन त
जस्ट नट्स सो
that's it okay let's add it Okay, chocolate base is smelling nice and cooling down. So next, what are we doing now?
So hammer slice ma चाहिँ दुईटा layers छ एउटा चाहिँ त्यो chocolate को top layer भयो with the good pack and the base is also biscuit and good pack. So you can use any crushed biscuits. I like digestive and then we're just gonna mucho it with a lot of good pack.
So आज चाहिँ हामीले सानो वाला digestive around 10 pieces like grind गरेको mixer grinder pregnancy मा अलिकति अनचल्दैन के टाइम mixer grinder ma grind gareko so that's what we're using and of course MAKKUSE good pack so she's going to mix them here let's do it she's got the
biscuit and
good pack ready म पनि सिक्दैछु हैन तर what I've understood is जुन हामीले यो डार्क चकलेट को बेस बनायो यसरी नै व्हाइट चकलेट को पनि बनाउँछौं अहिले एकछिनमा because these are two separate desserts that we're making so अब चाहिँ दुईटाको बेस she's going to set it up with this so let's do it Okay, so Anushka le to mazale press गरेर she's made two bases ready एउटा त्यो हैन so हामीले अहिले सम्म यो डार्क चकलेट को बेस चाहिँ रेडी गर्यौ व्हाइट चकलेट को गरेको छैनौ तर the ingredients are the same process is the same खाली डार्क चकलेट को ठाउँमा तपाईले व्हाइट चकलेट हालेर बनाउनु होला we'll show you how it looks final product मा तर अहिलेको लागि चाहिँ we're just only going to use the dark chocolate and she's going to go ahead and do what is needed to be done अब हामी के गर्छौं पहिला भन्न त
हामी खाली यसलाई यसमाथि खन्याउँछौं र फ्रिजमा राख्दिन्छौं यसलाई पनि हामीले अलिकति फ्रिजमा राखेर चिसो गर्दा राम्रो अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ यो पनि राखिसकेपछि you just put it in the fridge for 2 घण्टा 3 घण्टा and it's ready
so यसको माथि यो राख्छौं and then are we going to add like
garnishes राख्नु मन छ नि यसमा चाहिँ already nuts छ त्यसपछि माथिबाट जस्तो white chocolate को माथि चाहिँ I can have like rose petals को garnish हुन सक्छ पिस्ता को garnish हुन सक्छ dark chocolate को माथि if you have नरिवलहरु छ भने त्यो माथिबाट garnish गर्दा पनि हुन्छ
So garnish तपाईको इच्छा अनुसार. So अब हामी next चाहिँ white chocolate को बनाउँदाखेरिमा चाहिँ we are going to use some rose petals and pista, but dark chocolate मा चाहिँ we're not using anything.
Nope.
So just put it in and then freeze it. For how long do we need to?
At least 2 hours.
Okay.
At least 2 hours fridge मा राख्नु भयो भने मज्जाले होल्ड गर्छ.
Okay, let's do it. Okay guys, after a very tiring episode today where we made 3 recipes and I couldn't eat anything, where now it's gotten to a point where me and my baby are really hungry. So usually your part ma chai hamro guest la introduce garte, but मैले तिमीलाई introduce गरिसके. So what I'm going to do is eat now. Thanks. So please khao.
Please, let's start. Which one do you want to start?
There's so much to eat.
Let's start with this one.
Okay. Maybe you can also join and eat, okay? There are too many recipes today. Whatever you want to eat.
What white chocolate or dark chocolate?
I'm a very white person.
You're a white person.
White chocolate person. What is he taking? Just take that plate.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Guys, this is so good. I'm not even kidding. मेरो गेस्टहरुलाई यस्तै फिल हुन्छ नि मैले खाना पकाएर खुवाउँदाखेरि जस्तो मलाई अहिले फिल भइराछ Oh my god, यस्तो मिठो यति सानो इन्ग्रेडियन्ट्सले घरमै बन्छ भने त why do you have to order like dessert and stuff? Okay, I'm going to try this as well. Bite into it. Papa, you want to try this? It's so good. Come, a little bit. You want to try the other one as well? Let's just bite into it. Let's take it. Hang on. Oh. Wow. Maybe there's a napkin for you for purposes like this. Now time to try this. And this is like homemade breakfast. मैले साँच्चै एकदम एक्जाजरेट पनि गरेको होइन हैन गाइज बनाउँदाखेरि त कस्तो सिम्पल एकछिन बनाए जस्तो लागेको थियो नि त but it really tastes like so good.
Thank you.
Well done, Anushka. You nailed 3 recipes today. So proud of you.
Thank you.
We're starting the Q&A, okay?
Okay.
First question. Is Anushka single or taken?
Anushka is single.
So which means Anushka broke up.
Anushka did break up.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions about that as well. People know
Yes.
that you've had a boyfriend ever since you were in Australia.
We did. It was a very long relationship, and it was obviously breakups are bad and hard. But मैले एकदमै सिकेको चाहिँ के हो भनेदेखि हामीले जुन चाहिँ एउटा टिकाउनुलाई चाहिँ राम्रो रिलेसनसिप मान्छ नि, लामो भयो भने राम्रो भनेर त्यो चाहिँ एकदमै नै टक्सिक मेन्टालिटी हुँदै जाँदो रहेछ. जति बिग्रिसकेपछि पनि हैन बचाउनुपर्छ, टिकाउनुपर्छ भनेको राम्रो भन्नेले चाहिँ अलि लामो ड्र्याग अन गरियो, जुन चाहिँ कसैको लागि पनि राम्रो थिएन.
So if it's okay to share, how much of it you want to share? What actually happened? What didn't work out?
यस्तो लाग्थ्यो मलाई चाहिँ कस्तो भने अब सबैले त्यही भन्छ नि मिस नेपाल भएपछि ग्ल्यामर भयो अनि उसले छुट्यो. एन्ड आई रियली डिन्ट वान्ट द्याट. आई डिन्ट वान्ट मी टु हियर इट, आई डिन्ट वान्ट माई पेरेन्ट्स टु हियर इट. सो जस्तै भए पनि गर्छु भन्ने थियो. तर धेरैवटा बााउन्ड्रिज क्रस हुँदै गएपछि कति लेभलको हुन्छ नि मेन्टल टक्सिसिटी, फिजिकल टक्सिसिटी पुगुन्जेलसम्म चाहिँ ब्रेकिङ पोइन्टमा चाहिँ पुग्यो जस्तो लाग्यो. अनि त्यो हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ मलाई धेरै लाग्यो कि जुन चाहिँ हामीले रुरल एरियाजमा मात्र हुन्छ भन्ने कुराहरू होइन, सहरभित्रै नै पनि हुन्छन् भन्ने कुराहरू सिकेँ. त्यसपछि चाहिँ इट रियली टुक कि होइन आई डिन्ट फिल लाइक आई कुड गेट आउट अफ इट अनेस्टली, किनभने यति लामो भइसक्यो हुन्छ नि सबै.
How long were you guys
10
together?
years almost.
10 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
अनि आई रियली फेल्ट कि अब सबैले त्यही नै भन्छ हुन्छ नि होइन, मिस नेपाल भयो मिडियामा लागेपछि यस्तै हो भन्ने सुन्छ. मलाई
छ यहाँ पनि.
सुन्न मन थिएन.
मिस नेपाल भएपछि तपाईले छोड्नु भएको हो
So,
बोयफ्रेन्डलाई.
त्यो सुनेपछि चाहिँ मलाई त्यो सुन्न मन नलागेर म जे पनि सहन्छु त्यो सुन्न नपरोस् भनेर भन्ने थियो. And I was actually going through a very difficult time. उता represent गर्न जानु पर्दाखेरि नै एकदमै नै mentally draining पनि भएको थियो. म त I was like 49 kgs के र त्यतिखेर. अनि I also didn't feel कि म कसैलाई सेयर गर्छु बिकज मलाई त्यो ट्यागै लाउनु मन थिएन कि आफूमाथि मिडियामा लागेपछि त्यस्तै हो भनेर. र मैले कसको लागि के गरिरहेको छु त यो जस्तो भयो पछि गएर चाहिँ. अनि it was a few lines were crossed that I just could not forgive. कति बेर forgive गर्दै पनि I'm sure like दुईजना हुन्छ हैन एउटा रिलेसनशिपमा पक्कै पनि म पनि बेस्ट पर्सन त थिएन होला. But there were a few lines that is very clear about why it was irreconcilable भनेर. But it made me the person that I am today. किन cliches भन्छ हैन, तर धेरैचोटि भनेर त क्लिशे भनेको होला जस्तो. So I really feel कि मैले चाहिँ आफूलाई एकदम टाइममा मैले निकाल्ने जस्तो लाग्छ. Because and that's what I'll share कि टिकाउनु मात्रै भनेको होइन हुन्छ नि हैन. मान्छेले के भन्ला हामीलाई लाग्छ कि मान्छेले के भन्ला भनेर सोच्छौँ हामी, तर हामी आफै पनि सोच्दै रहेछौँ कि आई डोन्ट वान्ट टु बी जज्ड यताउता भनेर. तर आफ्नोलाई भ्याल्युज के हो त भने मेरोलाई जब मेरो काम मेरो डिग्निटी नै मिचिँदै गयो तब चाहिँ मैले नो दिस इज नट समथिङ आई कुडन्ट लुक एट माइसेल्फ इन द मिरर हुन्छ नि. आई वाजन्ट अ पर्सन आई वाज प्राउड अफ. आई फेल्ट कि मेरो बहिनी यस्तोमा भएको मलाई कस्तो लाग्थ्यो. वाट वुड आई टेल हर, वाट एडभाइस वुड आई गिभ हर भनेर हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ. सो या
So Anushka is in a good space now?
Anushka is in a good space.
Like really good?
Why are we speaking in third person?
No,
She's right here.
I'm just asking Anushka if Anushka actually thinks Anushka is in a good
Why are you
space.
answering in third person?
I am in a very good place. I don't think I've ever been in this यस्तो प्लेसमा पनि हुन्छ नि. I was always very confused. कस्तो भने मान्छेलाई ओपन भएपछि अलिकति बोल्ने भएपछि हाम्रो चाहिँ कन्फिडेन्स इस्युज हुँदैन होला हुन्छ नि. आउटस्पोकन मान्छेहरू एक्सट्रोभर्टहरूको चाहिँ कन्फिडेन्स इस्युज हुँदैन होला, त्यस्तो हुँदैन नि. तिमी त बोल्छ भन्ने हुन्छ, तर त्यस्तो होइन. आई रियली ह्याड सेल्फ डाउट इस्युज. मलाई आफू के हो त म के हो म किन छु भन्ने कुरामा. एन्ड द पास्ट 2 years especially has been a completely journey into myself हुन्छ नि. आफूलाई एक्सप्लोर गर्ने. अनि so yeah, I've never been in a better place.
So is Anushka happy?
You'll question it again. You know, for the first time in my life, I think I dare to say I am happy. I've always been so scared of saying that I'm happy, type. But honestly, for the first time in my life, I think I can really say I am happy.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so Ulli pani bhanihalyo. Let me just add a little bit to that by saying, do not stay in relationships that make you doubt yourself or make you doubt your happiness, your worth, just because you feel like, oh, I've been in a relationship for so long, manchele ke bhancha, mero gharma thaha cha, mero samajma thaha cha, mero parivarlai thaha cha, and all that. It should be about you and your happiness first, like she said.
Yeah.
And if any of you are struggling in that kind of a relationship, then just, take this episode as the calling and just like get out of it.
Yeah.
Just get out of it. Your life and your happiness matters. Ekchoti ko ta junio, you don't know how long
it
you
doesn't
live.
mean that you don't try पनि effort नगर्नु
Exactly.
भन्ने पनि होइन हुन्छ नि. People just think कि ए छोड्दिहालेछ भनेर. Like I know एउटा कुरा चाहिँ मलाई के थाहा छ भने मैले सबै चिज हुन्छ नि. I have no regrets because I gave it everything that I possibly could and maybe more.
Exactly. The most important thing is be happy. Just be happy.
That is so underrated, honestly. Allow yourself
Yeah, I'm very happy.
to be happy.
Too much happy. Okay.
Too much.
So now let's go on back. So all the questions that I've picked, I've put it up in like sets. Okay, so it's easy. We don't have to go back and forth. So now we're going to go to your schooling days. So a lot of people want to know the schooling camera garyo, +2 camera garyo, bachelor's camera garyo, master's camera garyo. So just a brief understanding to people about your whole journey in terms of education.
So मैले स्कुल चाहिँ मैले बच्चामा मेरी पपिन्स प्रेपरेटरी स्कुलमा पढेको जुन चाहिँ प्रसिद्ध एरियाको अपोजिट छ. So I did my nursery, LKG, UKG त्यहाँबाट. Then I went straight to Triok High School. I did grade 1 to grade 10, which was like 10 years of schooling. I was in Begna's house, very academic, sports ma complete alu, no sports at all. TT, एउटा लिनै पर्छ नि TT लिने.
Were you good at that or not?
No, no, rubbish at sports. मैले लाइफमा फर्स्ट रेस बच्चा बेलामा खेले होला, त्यसपछि मिस नेपालको त्यो गोल्ड स्टारको दिन कुदेको दिन. That was like the only races I've run. So schooling was in Trio, but I loved taking part in just the leadership, I guess, about house captain हुने हुन्छ events organize गर्ने त्यस्तो चाहिँ मन पर्थ्यो. +2 I did it from ACE higher secondary मा मैले management गरे. एकदमै नै was a very good decision because आफू जुन स्टेजमा थियो हुन्छ नि, I started dating when I was in grade 10. So एकदम धेरै पर्सनल ड्रामासामा हुने हुन्छ नि, अब घरमा त्यति साह्रो कुरा गर्न नमिल्ने, being the eldest sibling. So त्यसमा चाहिँ ACE was great. So I studied at ACE, and त्यसपछि म कुदिहालेँ ब्याचलर्स गर्नलाई ACU अस्ट्रेलिया सिडनीमा. धेरैजना हामी 18 वर्षको मान्छेहरू जस्तै.
What happened, baby?
I can love.
Okay, and
I
then you
went
went to
to
Australia.
Australia. Sydneyमा गएर मैले Bachelor's of Commerce गरेँ with an accounting major. So I really ran. कस्तो भने हाम्रो चाहिँ यो gap yearलाई पनि year loss के कस्तो शब्दै हो के हुन्छ नि. I would say really take a gap year if you don't know what you're doing. Before you invest so much time, energy and resources into हुन्छ नि के पढ्ने भनेर. म चाहिँ पढिनँ. मलाई चाहिँ छुट्नै हुन जस्तो लाग्यो अनि म गएर मैले Bachelor's of Commerce सकेँ. मैले Master's गरेको छैन. So this is the bit where Papa will definitely look at the video and say, "देखिस् Master's गरेको."
So good as the match.
So the So मैले Master's गरेको छुइनँ because I did not want to. मेरो Bachelor's experience to keep भयो भनेदेखि I should really know where to invest my time, money and energy before I do it भन्ने थियो. So काम चाहिँ म पहिलेदेखि गर्थेँ, but that is my academic background.
Okay, so now that we entered the Australia phase, what was your first job in Australia and how did you go on to become a banker?
So my jobs in Australia, that's very interesting. So my जाने बित्तिकै third हप्तामा I started working at McDonald's.
Wow.
And I started working at McDonald's, and probably 2-3 weeks after that I started working as an office cleaner as well. So belka it would be like office cleaning, you vacuum, do the bins, basic office janitor. So those were my 2 jobs. अनि त्यो गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ मलाई एकदम के लाग्यो भने एकदम बुट क्याम्प नै भयो, सिकाए एकदम धेरै कुरा अस्ट्रेलियाले. फर्स्ट त के हाम्रोमा कस्तो एउटा श्रमको सम्मान भन्ने कन्सेप्ट मिसिङ रहेछ हुन्छ नि. राम्रो काम भनेको के, जत्तिकै पेलन भए पनि सर्ट टाल आएर टेबलमा बस्छ नि राम्रो काम. सो म चाहिँ एकाडेमिकली वेल पर्फर्मिङ मान्छे नै. मलाई चाहिँ एकदमै के हुने ला म के काम गर्न पुगेँ, म कस्तो काम गर्नु पर्यो, मैले किन यस्तो गर्नु पर्यो होला, मैले बेकारको यस्तो छाने.
Oh, you also went through that.
I thought that. I really respect everyone who works. तर मैले चाहिँ हुन्छ नि यो राम्रो काम होइन, I should do better भन्ने खालको एकदम लाग्यो. अनि there was one changing incident. म McDonald'sकै युनिफर्ममा म फर्किरहेको थिएँ ट्रेनमा हैन, मेरो एकजना अर्को साथी पनि McDonald'sकै युनिफर्ममा. And I was very sad about having to work at McDonald's. And she was very happy about it. She said, "Kasto bhai hamle ta kaam payo huncha ni, I can just save up, I can pay my fees a little as well. Isn't it amazing?" And I thought, we're 2 people in the same boat, but ulle kasari lido rahecha ra मैले कसरी लिदो रहेछु यो कुरालाई भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ it really taught me. And then I thought, okay, what can I take from all of my jobs? So मैले त्यो क्लिनिङ काम गर्दा गर्दै चाहिँ खासमा I used to clean an accounting office as well. मेरो काम 6 बजे सुरु हुने, they used to work until 7. So my solo table clean गर्दै, बिन्सिन क्लिन गर्दै गफसफ गर्थेँ अनि they'd be like, "What are you studying?" And I'd say, "I'm studying accounting. You should work here." भन्नु भने. And I said, "I'll drop in my resume." त्यो हुन्छ नि अलिकति यंगर हुँदा कस्तो इनोभेशन्स नहुने रहेछ, सोध्ने मात्रै त रहेछ, के जान्छ भने जस्तो. अनि भने अनि म त छोड्दिएँ के रेज्युमे. त्यसपछि त अनि obviously didn't के पनि भन्नु त भनेन. एक दिन अनि त्यसपछि त they started leaving work at 5:30. I didn't meet them for maybe a month. Then one day suddenly जब मैले भेटेँ, I started my job, I started cleaning, and they said, "Would you like to come over for an interview on Monday?" भने मेरो त खुसीको सीमै रहेन जस्तो हुन्छ नि. The same offices that I used to clean, I was going in for an interview. I got it, and then that was my first desk job. तर त्यसमा चाहिँ के भयो भनेदेखि मलाई चाहिँ अकाउन्टेन्ट मन पर्दैन रहेछ भनेर एकदम थाहा भयो लाइक दिस इज नट वाट आई वान्ट टु डु बट देन अगेन बल्ल बल्ल अफिसको काम पाएको छ होइन अस्ट्रेलियाका 1-1.5 वर्षभित्र कहाँ छाड्ने के भन्छ मान्छेले ओहो एन्ड देन आई स्टार्टेड रियली लुकिङ I got an opportunity to do an internship in the Vatican City. त्यो काम गर्दा गर्दै अकाउन्टिङ काम गर्दा गर्दै 3 महिनाको इन्टर्नसिप गर्न पायो रोममा बाफरे जाने कि नजाने अब कसरी सोच्दै रहेछ भने नि हामीले कि अब यत्रो अपर्च्युनिटी छ होइन इन्टर्नसिप एक्सपोजर तर जब छुट्छ भन्ने टेन्सन के हुन्छ नि जब त पाइहाल्छ नि भन्ने पनि थिएन के हुन्छ नि आफूमा सेट आउट जाने कि नजाने थ्याङ्क गड आई डिसाइडेड टु गो
Oh, that's amazing.
I stayed there and I worked with one of the big 4 accounting firms. KPMG had me as their intern and we were submitting this audit to PwC. मजा भयो 3 महिना त्यहाँ बसेर After coming back, I worked at my university where I studied, Australian Catholic University, ACU, मा 2 years total काम गरेँ. Last time मेरो त्यहाँनिर I worked as an assistant, admin assistant, र last month I worked as a finance, systems and finance officer. So त्यो हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ university pay was actually really good. Unique pay was great, work environment हल्काले काम गर्ने, but I realized कि मेरो कस्तो ग्रोथै भइरहेको छैन जस्तो लाग्ने हुन्छ नि मलाई अलिकति एकदमै च्यालेन्ज गर्न मन लाग्यो आफूलाई भनेर. So I started looking कि कता हेर्ने भनेर. So I left the university job for half the pay, double the pressure job at a bank, which was ironic because my father is a banker and I always said, "I'm a banker, एउटा चाहिँ बन्दिन है" भनेर अनि त्यस्तै लेख्या हुँदो रहेछ. And then I joined the Commonwealth Bank in the capacity of the audits team. So मलाई auditingहरुमा interest भएको थियो. That's how I landed up being a banker.
Wow,
Quite a
story.
Quite a story.
Yeah. Are you a foodie? I heard you're a huge foodie.
I am a foodie.
Yeah, so did you struggle in Australia because of that? Nepali food khana napaera सुरुमा how was it?
Oh no, नेपाल अस्ट्रेलिया चाहिँ बेसिकली सिडनी त छ जे भने पनि पाउने तर त्यो मोमोको चाहिँ आउँदैन सार मोमो र चिकन चिल्लीको चाहिँ के त्यो चिकन चिल्ली हुन्छ नि त्यो दुईटा र नुडल्स ओके त्यो 3टा कुरा बाहेक
बढेको बढ्दै तिनटा.
So I didn't luckily I was very lucky I didn't have to miss Nepali food because ingredients सबै पाउने अब हामी आफै अपार्टमेन्टमा बस्नु मतलब पकाउन मिल्ने मलाई पकाउन मन पनि पर्ने सो त्यति धेरै नेपाली फुड मिस गर्ने त पर्ने तर मोमो चाहिँ ओहो कतैको पनि धित्तै नभर्ने.
Okay. Did you face cultural differences in Australia?
Yes, very much.
Did
so.
you?
Yeah.
Like, can you share a few?
I think अब हामी स्पेसली let's say जेनेरेसनको कुरा गर्दाखेरि पनि हैन अब नेपालमा हामीले कहिले पनि कसैसँग जाँदाखेरि ठुलो मान्छेहरुसँग जाँदाखेरि be it your colleagues or anyone एजमा ठुलो छ भनेदेखि generally you don't take out your wallet to pay because that is considered like disrespected. You think I can't pay for you भन्ने खालको हुन जान्छ. स्पेशली म त +2 पछि नै मात्र गएको अब त्यहाँ चाहिँ त्यो हुँदैन रहेछ हुन्छ नि हैन you've got it's an individualistic culture भन्ने चाहिँ त्यो अलिकति थियो. Plus people have their own lives. जस्तो नेपालमा पनि अब हामी जति नै जे गरे पनि घर त आउन पाउँछ नि त but when you're whom do you come home to जस्तो चाहिँ एकदमै लाग्थ्यो. साथीहरु हुन्थे but everyone would go back हुन्छ नि दुईजना साथीहरुसँगै बस्थ्यो होला नि कसैको के थियो. I also had a lot of family friends उतातिर but every day whom do you come home to भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ that was a bit of a shock जस्तो लाग्यो थियो मलाई. Yeah, it's not as laid back as they say Australia is. के the barbecue नै गर्दै बस्यो. No, it's a very coffee fueled city which is very like high paced नै जस्तो लाग्छ.
So now, what about returning to Australia? Any thoughts?
I will definitely not return permanently. भन्ने चाहिँ छ मलाई. I want to work in Nepal. I definitely मलाई बाहिर त्यो भित्र बाहिर it is a global world. त्यो चाहिँ मलाई रमाइलो लाग्छ. भित्र बाहिर बस्न, विदेश गएर बस्न, काम गर्न सिक्न. But permanently चाहिँ म देख्दिन.
Okay.
देख्दिन.
So now let's move on to the whole Miss Nepal aspect of your life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Since when did you think that you wanted to compete for like a beauty pageant?
Maybe 2016?
Oh, it wasn't like a childhood
No.
dream?
No.
Because a lot of beauty queens who
Yeah.
you know, they grow up watching all these and
Yeah.
they really want to go there and stuff. So,
No.
so it wasn't that for you.
No, I think I never considered myself just commercially or contemporarily beautiful for pageants. So all the pageants are very much all accepting. त्यसभित्र पुगेपछि धेरै कुराहरु सिक्यो. तर जान अगाडि त it was a certain kind of look चाहिन्छ जस्तो लाग्थ्यो and I didn't have that. Thick brows, thick nose, हुन्छ नि, but like a very rectangular body with not much of volume happening. So मलाई त त्यो कहिले पनि थिएन. कतै पनि media, glamour, pageant तिर त जान सक्छु, जान चाहन्छु भन्ने कतै पनि थिएन.
So it came very late. Then how did it come then?
Because banking became boring.
That is true. So, how pageant tree came about भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ मलाई एकदम स्पेशली सिडनी बस्दाखेरि चाहिँ कस्तो नेपालमै काम गर्न मन लाग्ने नेपालसँगै नजिकेर काम गर्न मन लाग्ने द्याट बिकेम अ भेरी बिग पार्ट एन्ड एलिमेन्ट अफ वाट आई वान्टेड टु डु अनि कताबाट कसरी गर्ने त हुन्छ नि आफू त्यहाँ के गरिरहेको छु नेपालमा भनौँ न रिएन्ट्री गर्नको लागि चाहिँ कसरी गर्ने त इन्टु द नेपाल वर्क प्लेस मार्केट भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ आई फेल्ट द्याट मिस नेपाल इज अ भेरी पावरफुल प्लेटफर्म टु डु द्याट फ्रम कस्तो धेरै सिरियसली लिन्छ मिस नेपाललाई हुन्छ नि नेपालमा त एकदमै नै धेरै एक्सपेक्टेसन्स पनि त्यही अनुसारले सिरियसली राख्नुहुन्छ तर सपोर्ट पनि त्यही अनुसारले सिरियसली राख्नुहुन्छ सो नेपालमा मलाई चाहिँ जहिले पनि सोसल अन्टरप्रेन्योरसिप भनिन्छ त्यसलाई भनेर थाहा थिएन तर त्यस्तै केही गर्न मन छ भनेर हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ आई फिगर्ड मिस नेपाल इज एन इन्क्रेडिबल प्लेटफर्म टु डु द्याट फ्रम मलाई चाहिँ त्यो प्लेटफर्मको लागि मोर देन द ग्ल्याम साइड अफ इट मिस नेपाल आर टेकन सिरियसली यु नो दे क्यान स्टार्ट अप प्रोजेक्ट्स कम्युनिटी प्रोजेक्ट्स अनि कति धेरै सपोर्ट हुन्छ एकैचोटि ठुलो सुरु गर्न सकिन्छ भन्ने खालको
So it was that aspect.
It was the impact aspect. In fact, मैले जुन चाहिँ सोल्सिङमा काम गर्छु त्यो प्रोजेक्ट पनि रेडी भएपछि आई फेल्ट कि ओके म मिस नेपालमा पार्टिसिपेट गर्छु विथ दिस प्रोजेक्ट किनभने यो प्रोजेक्टलाई ठुलो बनाउनु छ जितिनँ भने पनि त्यहाँ भेटघाट भएको मान्छेहरूसँग केही न केही त बनाइहाल्छु यो प्रोजेक्टको तर जित्यो भने त झन् यसलाई कत्रो बनाउन मिल्ला भनेर it was that impact aspect that motivated me to get into pageantry.
Okay, so according to you, what do you think are the 3 qualities that are needed to become Miss Nepal?
Resourcefulness, presence of mind, and sense of self.
Any misconceptions that you'd like to clarify about Miss Nepal?
That it is a match fixing kind of happens and then there's like a money game. It's not.
So you believe that every single Miss Nepal that has happened until today everything has been on fair grounds?
I believe so. Yes, I do. I believe the performance really matters, but it's in the judges' hands for sure. Prejudging kosto gayo, definitely unexpected outcomes आउँछन् तर monetary gains को लागि भनेर चाहिँ that is something I really do not.
So any kind of preference is given to people त्यस्तो चाहिँ हुँदैन?
No, see, it's human nature that you definitely like someone and you have a preference, but that trickles down to the judgment भनेर चाहिँ I really don't think so. In fact, sometimes we wish that people that have mentored us have a say as well in the final outcome, but it really becomes the judge's decision. मलाई चाहिँ लाग्छ कि जसले हामीलाई ट्रेन गर्नु भएको छ त्यहाँ पनि अलिकति आउनु त पर्ने हो because it's fair जस्तो चाहिँ मलाई लाग्छ because 3 घण्टाको बेसिसमा मात्रै जज गर्ने भन्दा पनि आउनु चाहिँ पर्छ but I really don't think any influence works and definitely not monetary ones.
Favorite part for you of the entire Miss Nepal journey?
The finale, crowning.
Wow. लागेको थियो that you'll win?
भित्रबाट कतै न कतै त थियो नै त्यो भन्छ नि
सुरुदेखि कि towards the end कि कहिलेदेखि did you feel like okay I'm gonna nail this, I'm gonna win?
See, it's going to sound brash.
No, just be honest. If you feel like you're good and you're gonna win, then you say it.
It was before I got to Nepal. हुन्छ नि म आउने बेलामा of course I came with the mindset म चाहिँ कस्तो एकदम fear of failure भएको मान्छे सो म त्यहाँ सबै घर जागिर सबै छाडेर आएको कारण पनि के भनेदेखि जित्यो भने के जित्छु जितिनँ भने यो fear of failure जुन चाहिँ छ जिन्दगीमा त्यो चाहिँ केही न केही हुन्छ यसको भनेर थियो तर आउने बेलामा नै I don't know, it wasn't even in my conscious mind तर अहिले जब सोध्नुहुन्छ कसैले कहिलेदेखि लागेछ So I had that feeling that I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna do this. It was not this confidence pep talk wala hoina, but your subconscious mind ma it's like the comfortably sitting idea.
You're just like, oh, I'm just gonna go to Nepal and I'll be Miss Nepal and I'll.
It was just a very comfortable idea. Tela lightly leko pani hoina. It was just part of my subconscious that I'd accepted it already. And so I don't know.
That's great. I'm loving your confidence. So your experience in Miss World, how was it?
It was quite extraordinary. अब एक महिना हामीले सोचेको भन्दा चाहिँ एकदमै डिफरेन्ट भयो because it was mostly live show थियो so preparation मात्रै नै हुन्थ्यो खासै धेरै हुन्छ नि perform गर्नुपर्ने चाहिँ थिएन. There were not many rounds, you didn't know what you're being judged on, so everyone said just have fun all the time and के गरेर आऊ तर जस्तो चाहिँ थियो. But I really lost a lot of confidence because in a sea of like amazing gorgeous ambassadors and Vogue magazine and the participants are very beautiful, they're all very presentable, they're all very confident and I felt like I'm not the tallest I'm not the best striking looking one, so I really felt lost कि म यो एक महिना मलाई कसैले देख्दा पनि नदेखिकन म त फिर्ता आउँछु भन्ने खालको चाहिँ I really felt that what do I bring to the table then. So त्यो चाहिँ म एकदमै भन्छु कि international pageant होस् competition होस् कुनै पनि एउटा हुन्छ नि pool of talentमा आफूलाई जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ really know your sense of self, what do you bring to the table भनेर, because I knew कि ल मेरो height होला कि मेरो हुन्छ नि presence was not the most striking, एकदम मैले त्यसलाई नराम्रो पनि होइन राम्रो पनि objectively मैले त्यो accept गरेको कुरा थियो, तर मलाई के लाग्थ्यो भने maybe बोल्न थालेपछि चाहिँ that is where I practiced a lot as well, because that is where my USP maybe is भनेर. So once it got to the talking bit, at Oxford I got the chance to speak amongst 5 participants among the 120. So that was great. And then again, House of Lords, Parliament, then I got to speak, which was amazing. So this is the what is a pick up boost from they go. Not to say, yeah, it was.
But overall, it was a good experience. Of course, it was
an amazing experience.
How did you feel when you won the Beauty with Purpose? Expected
no. Expected, honestly, अलिकति थिएन किन भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब ब्याक टु ब्याक दिनुहुन्छ कि नाइ भन्ने पनि थियो हैन, ब्याक टु ब्याकै पनि फेरि हामीले त्यो टप 20 को प्रोजेक्ट्सहरु हेर्दाखेरि हामीले त भिडियो नै मात्र हेर्न पाथ्यौं. व्हाट वी डिड वाज वी ह्याड अ शोइङ कि दे जस्ट लाइक एउटा ठुलो हलमा थियौं हामी, दे जस्ट स्टार्टेड शोइङ टप 20 कन्ट्रीज के भिडियो नै. ओ माय गॉड, त्यति डर त त्यो कम्पिटिसनमा कहिले पनि लाग्दैन होला. अब आएन भने के हुन्छ नि, एम पछि सिधा उता गयो भने के गर्ने, आएन भने त सक्यो, नेपालको सो भन्यो भने त सक्यो जस्तो लाग्यो थियो. ओहो डर लाग्यो त्यतिखेर. बट प्रोजेक्ट एकदमै डर छ भनेर थाहा भयो. आई रियली सेड कि अरू चिजको लागि प्र्याक्टिस चाहिएला, तर मलाई राति सुतिरा बेलामा पनि उठाएर ब्युटी विथ द पर्पसमा जजै गर्छु भने पनि म हुन्छ नि, आई वाज सो सिन्सियर एन्ड टोटली इन्टु द्याट प्रोजेक्ट कि म त्यसमा चाहिँ हुन्छ म भनिदिन्छु, मलाई जसले बाटोमा सोधे पनि म भनिदिन्छु भन्ने खालको चाहिँ थियो. बिकज आई वर्कड माई hard off for that project for quite some time. So जित्छु भनेर एक्चुअली एक्सपेक्टेसन चाहिँ थिएन, बिकज त्यो शोइङ गर्दाखेरि अरू कति धेरै कजेस थियो अनि त्यो कस्तो युनिक जस्तो लाग्यो थियो आफूलाई. लाइक somebody had done about the Amazon fires, त्यतिखेर एकदमै पपुलर थियो. सो त्यस्तो बारेमा थियो, रेप सर्भाइभल किट्सहरू थिए. सो त्योहरू हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ आई फेल्ट कि प्रोजेक्ट त सबैको राम्रो, तर जिताउनु पर्यो भने मैले के मलाई जिताउँछु त भनेर चाहिँ सोचेको थिएँ. ब्याक टु ब्याक दिन्छ नि त लागेको थियो प्रिभियस इयर. एक्ज्याक्टली. बट आई फेल्ट कि उहाँहरूले त्यो भिडियो मात्र हेरेर त्यो रियली आफ्टर प्रपोजल एन्ड भित्र बाहिर सबै चिज हेर्नुहुन्छ नि त. सो त्यो हेरेर चाहिँ सायद त्यही भएर होला दे रियली सॉ द होलसमनेस अफ इट एन्ड द्याट्स हाउ इट डिड.
Okay. So now this question saying, did you feel like a pressure because of the way Shrinkala performed a year before and kosto heights in terms of popularity and people just, she was everywhere. So right after that you had to go to Miss World and stuff. So was there a pressure to carry forward like what she could carry forward, oh my god I have to do better, or what's going to happen? I
Yes.
kind of felt like too.
Oh, absolutely too. You know, I felt that too. Miss Nepal World को crown जितेर पनि भएन कि त्यहाँ टप 12 सम्म नपुगेसम्म त गनिँदा पनि गनिएन जस्तो फिल भयो कि हैन. एक्ज्याक्टली जे गयो त्यहाँसम्म पनि पुगेन भने चाहिँ. सो द्याट प्रेसर वाज रियली देयर. नाउ आई डोन्ट नो, युजुअली म एकदमै अलिकति सेन्स अफ सेल्फ हुन्छ नि, कन्फिडेन्स अलिकति टाइम लाग्छ मलाई बिल्डअप हुनलाई, तर आई डोन्ट नो वाट अलाइन ड्युरिङ द्याट टाइम कि मलाई ला हुन्छ नि आइ एम नट गुड इनफ भन्ने जस्तो चाहिँ लागेन. I really felt that we're very, so she's unique and awesome in her own way. Like I look up to her so much. Ma Shivadi ko phone आउँदाखेरि म उठेर उठाउने be like hello. I really felt my दिदीलाई भने पनि तपाईले कल गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ मलाई ल मिस नेपाल भयो यार जस्तो realization thinking हुन्छ भनेर. So really respect her, but that pressure was definitely there because not a lot of people believed that I could do to that level, and maybe if even I didn't होला, तर म त्यो सोच्दैन, म काम गर्नमा एकदम बिजी भए. बट a lot of people had that self doubt. कति जनाले हुन्छ नि तपाई त हुँदैन छाड्दिनु, लाइक हुन्छ नि हल्काले ल्याऊ जित्ने होइन टाइपले पनि भन्नुहुन्थ्यो धेरै जनाले. So that pressure was really there, but
you were so good. You were so amazing. Okay, so now we've closed 2 chapters.
Okay.
Australia chapter is closed. Your
Pageantry chapter.
Pageantry chapter is closed. I'm just gonna ask you some general fun questions that people have asked. How do you gather so much of confidence?
Confidence, I really believe, comes from 2 places. एउटा चाहिँ sense of sincerity र sense of self-worth. जब आफूलाई चाहिँ कस्तो भनेदेखि feet on the ground भनेको हुन्छ नि, एकदम grounded confidence चाहिँ I'm worthy of being listened to हैन. So आफ्नो sense of self-worth भयो भनेदेखि चाहिँ त्यो confidence पनि आउँछ होला. And also sincerity कि मलाई सबै थाहा छ भनेर हैन, but if you're lying for example you won't be as confident. सो त्यो सिन्सियरिटी र सेन्स अफ सेल्फबाट चाहिँ कन्फिडेन्स आउँछ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई सबै थाहा छैन म नर्भस छु मलाई थाहा छ आई एक्सेप्ट द्याट एन्ड द्याट्स माई रियालिटी आइम भेरी अनेस्ट अबाउट इट भनेर भन्यो भनेदेखि चाहिँ सेन्स अफ सेल्फ एन्ड सिन्सियरिटी इज वेयर कन्फिडेन्स स्टेम्स फ्रम
Oh, that's so nice. What would you do the first thing if you got to be Prime Minister for a day?
If I got to be Prime Minister for a day, I would just instill accountability in all, hey, but honestly, if it's accountability like say म पेसँग लिङ्क गर्थेँ होला के like really mandate that maybe for 3 months 6
Yeah.
months आफूले ओथ लिनु भएकै कुरा हुन्छ नि पुरा नभएसम्म चाहिँ don't get paid. So I feel right now we have amazing laws in Nepal. Implementation के मात्र कुरा हो नि त हैन law को कुरा भने एकदमै नै amazing lawहरू छन्. So त्यसलाई चाहिँ accountability instill गर्नको लागि link your pay with your work and really I mean link it like you're not going to get paid until you do what you said you're going to do when you took that oath. Everyone from हुन्छ नि हाम्रो waste collection is such a thing in the Kathmanduमा. Everybody from waste collecting people to people who make big policy level decisions, everyone just do what you said you'll do when you signed.
Oh my god, I can just watch this girl talk all day, all night. Realize by Malaza, I think hands down one of the best speakers we've had in this show until now. I'm looking at you like this when you're answering.
Okay.
It's impossible to like not fall in love with this girl once you meet her in person, trust me. Okay, for you, what is the meaning of being the best version of yourself, Priyanka?
Is loving yourself and spreading it around, right? Because you can only spread light, right? After body rasa भने मात्र बाहिर spread गर्न मिल्छ नि त. So being the best version of yourself doesn't necessarily mean burning yourself out. हुन्छ नि गर्न सक्छु सबभन्दा कम सुत्ने, सबभन्दा बढी काम गर्ने भन्दा पनि you are really loving yourself and taking care of yourself, and then that spreads around.
Spreading it around.
It's inspired by a little session that we had before the shoot started from Anushka.
Okay, just asking you this on a personal level, do you think it is okay or is it appropriate to be asked about your personal life, put on the spot so many times only because you're a celebrity? What is your take on that?
Okay.
So you're not obliged, and I feel that so we're growing over it. The other day, on Agari, I had an interview where actually everyone, the host was asking ki, Ani Miss Nepal bhayeपछि बिहा कहिले गर्नुहुन्छ? The typical question, and I really said, that's 2021. Like, move on. भनेर. So I feel definitely there's interest in what we do, what we like, what we want. Even we stalk celebrities and we want to know, हैन भनेर. But respecting their privacy is absolutely important because some people are okay sharing some parts of their lives and others are not. So that consent is not again privacy to consent ke kura huncha ni ta. So being asked on the spot, it's fine. Choosing not to answer is also fine. Is also fine.
I really believe in that. I mean, as a journalist, as someone who, if it's your job to go out and try to find things, write scoops and stuff, you go ahead and do it. But as a celebrity or as a public figure, if you choose not to answer and lay low about it, then again that's your choice. And I think the other person has to respect that.
Absolutely.
You have to respect that. Okay, now let's move on to next chapter. MAKKUSE chapter starts now.
Yes.
How did you get inspired to start your own business? Because you started this amidst the lockdown and everything. So how did it start? How is it going? How do you feel about it? I'm just asking all the questions together. Are you planning to branch it out to other cities and stuff? So let's hear what are your plans with MAKKUSE?
MAKKUSE is something that I'm incredibly proud of. यो कसरी भयो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ I come from a very job-seeking family. My mom does have a business that she's run for the past 5 years, but that's like fairly new. अरू बेलामा चाहिँ it was like my aspirations were जहिले पनि कुनै कम्पनीको म्यानेजर बन्नुपर्छ अथवा CEO बन्नुपर्छ कसैको was that always the aspiration that I had. So entrepreneurship भन्ने त मेरो कम्फर्ट जोनको कहाँ हो भन्ने चाहिँ थियो. बट मेरो एकदम फ्रेगमेन्टेड पिसेस थियो कि मलाई अब नेपाल फर्केर काम गर्न मन लाग्ने, नेपाली चिजहरूसँग काम गर्न मन लाग्ने. मलाई अल्सो यो प्रोजेक्ट म्यानेजमेन्ट टाइपले हुन्छ नि जस्तो मिस नेपाल पनि आई सॉ इट, or मिस वर्ल्ड एज अ प्रोजेक्ट कि गोल छ, रिसोर्सेस छ, म छु कसरी काम पुरा गर्ने भन्ने खालको. आई लभड वर्किङ द्याट वे. सो यो सबै कुराहरूलाई केले मिसाउने भनेर आई वाज रियली अलमोस्ट लस्ट कि लुकिङ. आई वान्टेड टु मामुकै क्लोदिङ लाइनलाई पनि कन्टिन्यू गरौँ कि भनेर सोचेको थिएँ. बट द्याट्स हर्स. म आफ्नो केही बनाउँ भनेर सक्छु कि सक्दिनँ भनेर यो सबै भइरहेको टाइममा 2020 early 2020 Miss World but आउने बित्तिकै चाहिँ I had the good fortune of meeting a few friends. I call them my mentors really. उहाँहरूले चाहिँ हुन्छ नि अनुष्का तिमी एकदम केही गर्न खोजिरहेछौ देख्छु यो गुटपाक पुस्तकारी गरेर तिमीले सोचेछौ हुन्छ नि तिमीहरूको यस्तो राम्रो छ भनेर भन्नुहुने अनि calls himself a half नेवार because he's married to a नेवार which is super cute. So he says तिम्रो नेवारहरुले आफ्नो यस्तो चीजहरु छ उठाउनु यो त कस्तो राम्रो कुरा हो ल तिमी गर्ने भए तिमी लिड लिऊ तिमी पनि इन्भेस्ट गर हामी पार्टनरशिपमा अगाडि जाऊँ we'll support you भनेर भन्नुभयो. First I was like I had never had Gutpak or Pustakari my entire life.
Okay.
I don't know, right? And I was like, thank you. But it just the point. तर जब मैले खाएँ, I was, this is awesome. यस्तो unique taste छ यसको यो कस्तो अहिलेसम्म नभएको यो कुरा हामी किन भोज जाँदाखेरि हुन्छ नि कहिले पनि देख्दैन रहेछ यो कुरा कस्तो यो त this was an idea lying under everyone's nose but no one was seeing it जस्तो मलाई त एकदम treasure पाएको जस्तो भयो हो यसमा त केही गर्नै पर्छ भनेर so 10 months सम्म चाहिँ we developed गर्ने त गर्ने के गर्ने do we just sell it like restaurant खोल्ने कि यसरी different desserts बनाउने कि के गर्ने त गुटपाक पुस्तकारीसँग भनेर a lot of studies and experimentation went along for 10 months and in November 2020 from my bedroom because I was diagnosed for COVID at the launch यत्रो कुद्यो लन्च गर्ने बेलामा त आफू त कोभिड लाएर बसिरा ओ गड स्वाद पनि छैन है तनाव so त्यस्तोमा चाहिँ we launched it and there was a lot of focus on कसरी प्रेजेन्ट गर्ने यसलाई चाहिँ एउटा होल ब्रान्ड र एउटा एक्सपिरियन्स नै बनाउनु छ यो एउटा स्टार्टअप मात्र हैन I can really want this to be standing well and proud generations down the line भन्ने चाहिँ थियो so that was how we started it. It's going fairly all right. Of course, the lockdown has impacted many businesses. So I really encourage everyone to shop locally. It's not just my product. तर कति सक्नुहुन्छ आफू locally shop गर्नु त्यस्तोहरुले नै हो हाम्रो इकोसिस्टम बचाएर राख्नेको so many places are closing just because they can't survive. So either we are in survival mode, but it's been taking up fairly nicely.
All the best. I mean, we just ate so much MAKKUSE stuff and it is so good guys and obviously Gutpak Pustakari भनेको हामीलाई थाहा नभएको चीज हैन but it's just so amazing how she's introduced all these different ways you can make snacks and recipes and sweets and you know just हाम्रो local खानालाई कति मजाले you can incorporate into your life and make it look like glamorous and stylish and gift it around so it's
something
amazing
that you're proud to gift off नेपालबाट के लाग्यो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ you take this nice MAKKUSE gift
and then even the packaging and boxes are like so pretty okay?
Right. We know what MAKKUSE means. Can you tell her what MAKKUSE means?
MAKKUSE. Do you know what MAKKUSE the word means?
MAKKUSE means Pustakari?
So MAKKUSE actually English Nepali उल्था छैन हैन but it's like एकदमै मिठोमा स्वाद बसिरा मिठो भन्दा पनि one level माथि जस्तो गुलियो मिठो मात्र हैन कि something that stays in your mouth बसिरहन्छ नि हैन जस्तो
like you can't
like
get about
it
just this
yeah
like me
so that's the feeling of MAKKUSE भन्छ हामीले so एकदम खतरा बाक्लो दाल खायो भने हुन्छ नि एकदम त्यो टाइम लगाएर पकाएको तरकारी खायो भनेदेखि कस्तो मुखमा स्वाद बसिरहन्छ
okay
that's MAKKUSE
That is why it was so.
MAKKUSE
that's why this is MAKKUSE.
Right. I will never forget this now. So now that you got into your own business, any message that you want to give to aspiring entrepreneurs about how they should go about it and stuff, since it's something new for you as well, you know?
Yes, very, very new. Just 8 months into it. I'd say persist. Persistence एकदमै नै key हुन्छ. Especially for young entrepreneurs. हामी नेपालीहरू, including me, हामी चाँडो तात्तिन्छौँ, चाँडो चिसिन्छौँ. भनौँ न, like you started this last lockdown, but it's consistent. That's why it is what it is. And that's amazing. मामुले मलाई जहिले भन्नुहुन्थ्यो कि मैले मामु कोठा सफा गरेँ भने कोठा सफा गर्न सजिलो छ, कोठा सफा राख्न गाह्रो छ. एक हप्ता पछि
I agree. I really agree with that.
So
mamus are all mamus are great. They're always right.
So it is that consistency. So I'd say, you know, when you have that idea, लाग्छ कि हुन्छ नि ओहो छिटो छिटो भइहाल्यो सबै चीज तर कति चीजको organic cycle हुन्छ so don't leave it. Persist. Keep on persisting. And entrepreneurship is not just about being your own boss. मन लाग्यो न म अफिस जान्छु हुन्छ नि म CEO मेरो बेस्ट फ्रेन्ड COO भनेर जस्तो हैन there's एकदम धेरै कुराहरु इन्भल्भ हुन्छ अनि you might get frazzled सुरुमा so don't be हुन्छ नि if you can fit all of your thoughts on a piece of paper it's not that bad भनेर seek help really seek help आजकल कति धेरै एक्सपर्ट्स providing consulting जस्तो मार्केटिङको कोही होला हुन्छ नि प्याकेजिङको कोही होला ब्रान्डिङको कोही होला so really give it the time persist अनि त्यसपछि incorporate experts as and when required.
Can we do this Q&A with her for like 5 days? It's so much fun.
I like
My batteries won't last that long. Thank you.
No, honestly, such a beautiful speaker. I'm so Ramailo. What are some of the challenges that you think about the next generation is going to face?
In general, I think the paradox of choice. हामीलाई जति धेरै choices भयो हामी त्यति नै आफ्नो choiceबाट कम खुसी हुन्छौँ जस्तो if you just have two options हुन्छ नि chocolate खाने कि vanilla खाने then you just let go of one option just 50% मात्र let go गर्नु पर्यो कम चित्त दुख्छ vanilla ल्यायो भने त ठिकै छ भने जस्तो when you have 100 choices you pick one and you have to let go of 99 so it happens in everything from Instagram ko lai story ko lai कतिवटा photo खिच्छौँ हामी हैन paradox of choice we have just too many choices surrounding us about partners about career choices about what to do what not to do what to eat how to eat and we're flooded by choices so we're less happier from our choices so that is something that I feel that the coming generation including myself really has to face and when we accept it हुन्छ नि अगाडि खाल्डो छ भनेर थाहा भएपछि नेभिगेट गर्न सजिलो हुन्छ भने जस्तै paradox of choice.
Okay, how do you keep yourself motivated all the time?
I am not motivated all the time. I am a blob for quite some time. There are different things work for different people. Malai say written mindfulness has helped me. I've started journaling March this year, so every night I spend this 30 minutes journaling and writing down my thoughts.
It's helped you?
That has absolutely helped me. किनभने एकदम धेरै उड्ने जस्तो खालको मैले अहिलेको टाइममा त mindfulness, meditation, spirituality, it's not even an option. It's a survival tool जस्तो पनि छ. So that is, I don't think I am motivated all the time, but I remind myself of the purpose, and sometimes I just like let it be. You know, some days are just not going to be productive, and you just allow yourself to. Anything negative to come and go. जब हामी negative emotions like एकदम थामेर राख्न खोज्छौँ कस्तो energy जाँदो रहेछ हैन I should be happy मसँग त यो सबै छ I shouldn't be sad come on cheer up भनेर भन्यो भने कस्तो drain हुँदो रहेछ as opposed to that if you just allow it to come and go then yeah.
What is love like to you? What is it really love?
It is like this it sounds so भन्ने कुरा जस्तो but I feel like it's an endless white जस्तो हुन्छ नि it's timeless it is के भन्ने shapeless it's just this eternal presence that you feel you really feel it पहिला I used to only associate it with romantic love and since something that whom do you love what do you love there can't be just love has to be associated to something भन्ने जस्तो लाग्थ्यो and when whatever happened I really lost all faith in it anyone would ask me what is love and I'd say it doesn't exist but it does and it sometimes exists in fragments you know just because maybe something has ended what was there fragments are beautiful okay? That is what I feel that love can exist in fragments love doesn't have to be forever it can exist in fragments and when it does exist it is so wholesome and complete in itself you can feel it from your toes to your fingertips to the tip of your nose and then it is a feeling of complete bliss.
Okay, taking the last question now, what would you like remembered about you after you're gone?
About how impactful I was, that I enabled people to be their best and to do their best.
Very well then. I think for the first time I didn't speak at all in this episode at all. And I thoroughly enjoyed hearing her speak.
Nor did you cook.
So I didn't even cook. Oh my god, I didn't do anything today.
This is a pamper session.
It's such a relaxed day.
This is not Chapter Diaries, this is MAKKUSE Diaries.
So Dada to all of your fans and followers who were so excited that you were coming to the show and who've supported you, loved you all along, is there anything you want to say to me?
Thank you so much for showering all this love. जहिले पनि एउटा responsibility जस्तो चाहिँ लाग्छ है to actually it's like doing anything from behind the camera to put all of this love that I get to good use and sometimes maybe the best way to do it is to take care of yourself as best as possible अहिले जति पनि नयाँ adventures हुँदैछ please continue showing your love, your honest comments and feedback because MAKKUSE in itself say it's not just a personal project, you really want it to be a national thing that you're proud of as an Nepali to take somewhere. So that's the plan. Thank you so much for having me, for inviting me to your home and for doing this with me. Thank you.
Oh, I had such an amazing time. Yeah, but I really did, you know. Sometimes with the kind of people we interact with and we call to our homes and have this talk session and stuff. I cannot tell you, there is so much even I learn every day from all these people coming from all these different experiences, and then they share their stories and I get so inspired, I get so motivated, I learn so much, and today was a session like that. I think it was so wholesome hearing Anushka speak. I'm sure you guys also really enjoyed it, but then we have one more segment left. Thank you for staying with us until now, and we'll come back with our last segment, which is This or That. Okay, welcome to our This or That segment. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, and depending on how you perform, I will decide if you did well or not, and if you do well, you'll get a gift hamper, okay?
Okay.
Can't take too long, and like very, very quick.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Momo or pizza?
Pizza.
Soda or fresh juice?
Soda.
Home food or restaurant food?
Mama Mariki. Restaurant food.
Simple or glam?
Simple.
Rain or sunshine?
Sunshine.
Dal bhat tarkari, roti tarkari?
Dal bhat tarkari.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Starters or dessert?
Starters.
Hot beverages, cold beverages?
Cold beverages.
Sweet or spicy?
Sweet.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Really?
Yes.
Airbnbs or hotels?
Hotels.
Mountains or beach?
Mountains.
Pineapples on pizza, yay or nay?
Yay.
Second question.
I don't know why people don't like it.
I know,
love
right?
pineapples on pizzas. Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
City or nature?
I need nature.
Art or history?
Art or history? History.
Summer fashion or winter fashion?
Winter fashion.
Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
Same t-shirt every day or same lunch every day?
Same lunch every day.
Really?
Yeah.
You just have to change your clothes.
I sweat like a pig. I'm gonna change my
Okay, resolutions or goals?
goals.
Read minds or be able to see the future?
Be able to see the future.
Have super hearing or x-ray vision?
My hearing's pretty alright. X-ray vision like you want to
Check
X-ray vision.
it out! Okay, calls or texts?
Calls.
Always late or always early?
Always early.
Good. Dreamer or realist?
Realist. Trying to be a dreamer.
Talk or listen?
Listen.
Night out or stay in?
Night out. Stayed in for too long.
Be surprised or everything go as planned?
Let's go be surprised.
Okay. Reading books or listening to podcasts?
Reading books.
Outspoken or diplomatic?
I am outspoken. I can't be too diplomatic.
Okay. Ross and Rachel or Monica and Chandler?
Monica and Chandler.
Interesting. Exercise or diet?
Can't do neither, but I would rather exercise than diet.
Okay. Get even or get over it?
Get over it.
Be able to rewind time or pause time?
Be able to rewind time.
Breathe underwater or be able to fly?
Fly.
One wish granted to you today or 3 wishes granted to you in 5 years?
3 wishes in 5 years.
Oh, you have that much patience.
Yeah, such a okay accountant. Cumulative takes a thing.
Okay, silver or gold?
Gold.
Alright, the last one. Bright and cheerful or neutral and calm?
I want to be neutral and calm, but let's face it, I am Skittles. I am just bright and loud.
Okay.
So bright and loud too.
I think you performed very well. What do you think?
Yes, nice Skittles.
Nice Skittles, okay. We like Skittles, what we see. So I think you performed really well. Congratulations. We have an amazing gift hamper for you. Here you go.
Thank you very much.
So we have this gift basket for you from the team of Chop Chop, Benjin, Pinterest Hardcore, and Tata Treats. So thank you so much for being such a sport. I had such a great time.
Thank you so much.
And I wish you all the best in life, in everything that you do. Keep growing, keep being amazing. Never settle for anything less than what you deserve, like we spoke about. So yes, guys, I had such an amazing time with Anushka today. I hope you loved the episode as well.